So Mildred asked about a focus group, any examples of questions to ask about pricing, or you could probably do a survey, where, I mean, focus group is probably more appropriate when you're testing out recipes, but even from a pricing perspective, if you really wanted to understand that, you could probably send out, survey. You could ask some of your friends, like, would you be willing to pay this? What would make you, just asking questions. Okay, so whatever your product is, what would you typically want to pay for it? Maybe let's say you're selling your Italian iced teas for $5 or something like that, Mildred. If you say you wanted to sell it for more like $7, and you'd ask them, would they pay $7 for it? And if they say no, or you'd say, what would maybe make you pay $7 for it if it were marketed as this or marketed as that? So those are some of the questions you'd want to ask to kind of figure out where consumers, but keep in mind, whoever you're asking, friends, etc., make sure that they're your actual target audience. Because sometimes your friends and family aren't necessarily your target audience, especially, depending on if you're trying to sell like a higher end product. So you want to be sure that you ask those types of questions. But of course, doing a competitor analysis is probably the best way to at least understand the range in which you can price. And so sometimes you'll have to back into your ingredients, right? And adjusting your recipe without negating for taste or quality to make sure that you're able to tweak the profit margin. So sometimes it's not always just about adjusting your price up or down. Sometimes it's about figuring out how you can drive your costs lower, because maybe the market requires you to not be able to sell beyond a certain amount because people just aren't willing to pay more than X for your product.